Welcome to day 16. So, we are doing the 30-day prayer and meditation, and today I'm talking about no fear is real. So, what do I mean by that? Because fear is something that we human beings will experience many times in lives. And we are surrounded by things that may be difficult. And our ego mind will always think of things that sometimes are the worst case scenarios. And also, most of them have not happened yet. It's just our imagination. So, when it is just an imagination, then you want to question, is this real? So, if it is your imagination, and we famously talk about how we think and we bring it to reality, then this is something we are willing, isn't it? That this is going to happen. And God's will stops when we start following our will, whether it is consciously or unconsciously. So we need to be very conscious and vigilant of our thoughts, of what we are thinking, because if we are worrying all the time, and if we are doubting, and then we're praying, that means we're not keeping the faith in God. And that blocks our manifestations. So fears blocks our manifestations. So fear blocks any happiness, peace, success, everything. So really, fear is a very meaningless emotion when we are depending on God. Yes, it's good to know that there's something we need to work on when that emotion comes. But as soon as we get it, we need to surrender it to God. And once we surrender our emotions that are negative to God, then we can connect back to our balance, our peace within. The peace that is eternally gifted to us by God since we were born. And when we are in that space of peace, naturally we attract all the positive solutions, outcomes. So we really have to get to that place of peace. So we really have to let go of the fear. So what is the point in holding on to any fear, right? But we human beings hold on to it, hold our breaths, moan, groan, think the worst, go in a vicious cycle of negativity. And we can never come out of that. And actually we start attracting the negative things in our lives. And we disconnect from God because God, we can either choose love or we can choose fear. We cannot choose both. And love is God and fear is our ego, our will. So do you want to follow your will or do you want to follow God's will? So you have to choose consciously, remind, yourself if you're feeling stuck at any point that fear is blocking me, my peace, my happiness, my success. So anything that has not happened yet in life are just meaningless thoughts. It's not truth. And if something has happened, see it as something that is there temporarily, or it just will get resolved soon. We can have it in our minds for a bit of, period of time that it is a fear, but soon as we notice, we can transform that energy to peace and love through prayer and work with God. So if you want to get good with this process, you want to learn to do this, you want to work with this, you want to have someone teach you regularly, remind you, work with the content of, that is inspiring you to do this. And you have my app and my programs if you wanted more support, and also my one-to-one sessions. The link's just on the description. But if you're able to grasp what I'm saying and you're able to practice this and you're good at it, then that's great. Because the point of giving these free sessions is that it starts giving you everything right away for you to start using it into your life. But not everybody can instantly grasp it. They may feel great today, tomorrow not. So how do we learn to really be strong inside against fear? And this is very important thing that you want to start getting conscious of. So you can think of all the fears that you would like to let go today and surrender to God. And we'll do our prayer and meditation for that now. So please close your eyes. God, we are present here for everyone listening live and on replay. God, we are surrounded by different problems in life, and sometimes they bring panic within us. And we know it is just our imagination that it's going to be bad or get worse. When you're with us, then our faith in you is so strong and is built as we are focusing on you in a conscious way every day. We just need to hold your hand and be led. And we surrender all our fears, all our worries, 100% into your hands. We know, God, as we surrender, we may want to hold on to some things because we want to see what's happening, when is it happening, why is it happening, what's happening, how is it going to happen. We surrender it all and just know that you will give us the clarity of what steps are needed or not at all needed as well. All we want, God, from our deepest selves in our hearts and minds is your unconditional peace to return. And in this place, we are so deeply grateful that you can protect us, give us so much, keep us burden-free. And we know, God, as we surrender to you, the fears, we are going back to a place of balance, peace, and eventually all the happiness and success as you are willing for us, which is always perfect. And we have nothing to worry or question about anything. With you leading us, we are grateful, we are peaceful, and we choose love over fear. We choose you, God. We choose your power. We choose the higher plane, the higher frequency for everything good in our lives. And we're so grateful. Thank you, God. And you can slowly open your eyes. So, with this, I will end today's call. Thank you, our session. Thank you so much for joining, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye now.